Hey guys, this is Benny Foxer 07 coming at you with another video. This one's going to be about what I think about Randy Stair, or some of you may call him Andrew Blaze. The market, the whiz market that he shot them 3 employees, in my opinion, should be torn down. Why in the fuck did they reopen a grocery store where an employee committed an atrocity? You know, I just think that store ought to be torn down. But from what I heard, this store has been reopened, and I know I would not want to shop in a grocery store where a mass murder happened. You know, I just don't think I would want to be a customer, you know, knowing that a fucking YouTuber went in there to commit a murder or a mass murder and shoot 3 people, 3 of his own employees. But that's what I think about the business. Now, on to Randy Stair, or Andrew Blaze. I think the kid had a lot of potential. I think he had everything in life. He had a whole life ahead of him. He had his family, he had his mom and dad. I mean, his dad probably didn't treat him with the outermost respect, but I think he cared about his son. Now, I know he should talk to his dad a lot on the Goodbye Parents video. He really had hatred for his father for whatever reason we don't know. I think his dad didn't really know his son. His dad was probably a workaholic or some sort, and maybe didn't really spend much time with the family or something. That could have played a role in this spree kill. I mean, in his mental illness, I think. But I think he was psychotic when he did what he did, because he believed, as you guys know, EGS, Ember Ghost Squad. I said Suicide Squad, but it's called Ember Ghost Squad. I worded it wrong on my previous video that cut off. Ember Ghost Squad was a series which he created after Johnny Phantom, I think, on Cartoon Network or something. A cartoon I never even heard of. I don't even think I even seen it when I never saw that cartoon when I was a kid, believe it or not. Only cartoons I saw when I was young was Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon, and Power Rangers, Batman Robin, or Batman Adventures, Men in Black Adventures, and stuff like that. Johnny Phantom was a show that Andrew Blaze, or Randy Stair, created from, or did a spin-off series of his own, but it was very dark. Ember had a gun in he made a series talking bad about how bad life is, in my opinion, and he created an animated video called the Westboro High Massacre or something. I have saw that video. I can understand why it was taken down off the YouTube, because of the violence and it shows the atrocities of Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold, Columbine Massacre. So that's a good thing the video was taken down, but I think it's been re-uploaded to YouTube. Yeah, I think it's been re-uploaded, but EGS series was a complete foul. I think if he put more effort into it, more time, and he had more faith in people, or maybe he would have gave people more respect, the people would have helped him with this series. He could have had people. He could have had animators to do shit for him. I mean, from what I read from his journal, he was offering some person $300 to $500 a day, or I think $300 a day, to work with him on that EGS series. And I think he just gave up. And because of him giving up, that made his mental illness a hell of a lot worse. And then he started putting up these videos about suicide, and him buying these 2 guns and this ammunition, 250 shells or whatever the hell it was. Unfortunately, our gun laws were not very good enough, because he was able to get guns through the freaking mail. UPS, FedEx, or whatever, he got guns through the freaking mail. That includes ammunition. And, you know, I guess that's the way to go if you want to bypass the background check, I guess. because he didn't say nothing about getting a permit for these weapons or having to do a background check on his mental health. I'm sure if he had to do that, he wouldn't have passed because of his delusions of this Ember cartoon and stuff, and him being a brony and all that. He probably wouldn't have been able to get a gun, you know, because he had no use for a gun, actually. I mean, hunting maybe, you know, I can see him going hunting because you can hunt in Pennsylvania, but he, you know, what he was using that weapon for, or them weapons for, was completely hideous. He did shooting videos, which Eric Harris, Dylan Klebold did. They did target practice before they committed their heinous act, or I call it the act of terror, at their school. He tried to replicate Columbine, but instead of Columbine, or instead at a school, he decided to do it at a grocery store where everybody goes and shops each and every day and night. I don't think there's anybody in the store but the employees themselves. But, you know, I just think this kid had a whole life ahead of him. He had everything going for him. He had his family. He had his future. He had a better future, I think, than I did. I mean, he had his own car. You know, he could drive. He had his computer. He had his smartphone. He had, you know, a lot of collections. You know, posters. You know, he had everything that everybody would ever want. You know, a family, money, YouTube, you know, car, job, you know, and he was just not happy about that. He was not happy with what he had, and because he was mentally ill, he took all that for granted and decided to end his own life and call us human beings worthless. He said we are no good human beings. So he left this world very angry, and these videos, manifesto, online journal, is like a slap in the face because we didn't do anything to help him. How can you help somebody who's mentally ill, really, when they don't ask for it? All he had to do is go to his parents and say, hey, take me to the hospital. I think I'm mentally insane. I'm going crazy. I think I need to see a psychiatrist. I'm going crazy. But no, he won't do that. He balls it up inside like you do anger. And then and he vents it out through these videos, but still commits a murder-suicide at a grocery store. Or I'm calling it a rampage. I know he had a lot of hatred toward the music industry. He had hatred toward the people he worked for. You know, I just don't think he gave YouTube a shot very well. I could tell he cut EGS off very damn quick. I don't even think it lasted maybe a year, maybe. God. I know the channel he's got now, which is still up online, it's called Pioneers Productions. I've been watching some of his old videos. He seemed like he was good as gold. He didn't seem like he was mentally ill. You couldn't even tell it. I mean, he's doing these skits with, you know, with these, you know, with this frog and this horse on the stick, and he did this wooden alligator scene. You know, you wouldn't know he had anything wrong with him. I just don't understand why he snapped so damn quick into this psychotic. You know, how he became psychotic so damn quick. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments below what you think about him. You know, we need to learn from this guy. Even if we gotta watch his content, we need to learn from this guy and understand. Maybe some of you may understand why he did what he did. He said he's hated life ever since he was born. Now, how that's possible, I don't know. How can you hate life your entire life when you don't even know what life is yet? Hell, you're only 24 years old. How do you know what life is yet? You don't. I don't even know what's ahead of me. My life ain't been the best, but how do I know what's going to be in the future? I don't know what the future holds. So he's going to base his entire existence on the reason to do what he did and commit suicide. It's beyond me. I've been reading his online journal and falling asleep because I stay up late at night, but I've been trying to read his online journal, and some of his writing on there is terrible. I don't know how he was going to expect anybody to read that online journal the way he scribbled some of the words. I just don't understand. But I'm trying to read the online journal. I'm still on the second entry, or the third entry now, I think it is. And he had a lot of hate in it so far, and I'm just at the beginning of it. So if you guys are into true crime, mass murder, and all that, I would encourage you to go on schoolshooters.info. Go on that site and look up information on Randy Stair is the name of the perpetrator. Randy Stair. And it will give you links to documents that you can download and look at. The Randy Stair journal is probably the one you may want to look at first. I don't know how many pages long it is. I just know it's a 92 or 94 megabyte file, so it's a pretty large download. It's photo scanned PDF is what it is. He's photo scanned all the pages as a PDF and combined them as one file. So, and then you can also go on Pirate Bay and type in Randy Stair, and you should be able to find the Randy Stair archive collection, media file, or whatever it is. I don't condone what he did at all. I would ask you guys to not condone what he did, but understand why he did it. If you're into this kind of stuff and you want to read about it, I'm just telling you where to go to look for it, because these files and stuff may be taken down very soon. I don't see this stuff being on the internet too much longer. But me, I'm just trying to understand why he did it. I still don't quite understand. I've been trying to watch the video. I think it's just nothing but mental illness. I think he's becoming psychotic. Maybe he's I know he's delusional for sure, because he thought that he was going to die and be with Ember. So in the afterlife, the Ember's ghost, wherever it is. So it's kind of crazy on why he would believe that. I believe that was superstition, but he believed it and he went through with it. So all I could say is I hope he's doing good with that Ember's ghost in hell, actually, you know. He's not going to be in heaven for sure. He's going to definitely be in hell because of his atrocities. So I'm sure he's probably suffering. His soul was suffering, and his soul was in the bottom, in the bottom of a volcano somewhere, and he's probably going to be he's going to regret for the rest of his eternity. So there, guys, this is my opinion on Randy Stair, aka Andrew Blaze, and the Wiz Market grocery store after the fact. I hope you guys like this video. Thank you again for watching. Please give me a like on it if you enjoy it, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you know, all that other stuff. I hope you guys have a good day. Good night. Bye-bye.